Alright, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So we're going to get around to a lot of stuff today. So we're going to get around to the usual Shonen Jump chapters. So we got some Akane-Banashi as well as a new chapter of Goku Rakugai to get around to. After that, I will get back to read-throughs this weekend. So current plan is to tackle the next little bit of Vinland Saga and the next volume of Bride's Story. The next week I'll get back to Berserk again and we'll kind of cycle through the same series again, and then once we get caught up by that, hopefully by Christmas, we'll hopefully be caught up with one or the other. Once we do, I'll figure out what new series I want to kind of go through with the read-throughs. But in the meantime, a lot of good stuff still coming your way this weekend, so if you haven't already, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Without further ado, let us dive into it with Akane-Banashi Story 177, Even Deeper, with story by Yuki Suwanaga, art by Takama Samoe, with Rakugo supervision by Kikuhiko Hayashiya. With translation by Stephen Paul and lettering by Sneeron. So we pick up like the story drawing with, here it is. Good evening. Would anyone happen to be home? I came during the daytime asking about the secret to becoming rich. I'm here to learn the lesson now. Like, stop banging on the door. You're going to damage it. Just slide it open and come on in. Jeff, pardon, and you see with the clunk as the door kind of falls out of its frame. It's like, pardon me. Ka-chunk is like, oh, it's pitch black in here. It's like, we don't put any lights on at night. It's a waste. It's like, I see. It's like, are you naked over there? It's like, what's the point of wearing any clothes when you're in perfect darkness? It's like, aren't you cold? It's like, don't worry, I have a way to keep warm. Just look above us. Above? It's like, there's a rock hanging overhead? It's like, just sit here and watch the rope holding that rock up. Looks precarious, doesn't it? If that rock drops, it'll easily end my life. The thought that my fray and drop the stone at any moment causes my pulse to rise and sweat to bead on my skin. But isn't that a chilling sweat? And you see like a little zoom in on the glass lens of the guy watching it as he's like imagining playing out like a movie. I will say artistically I do like that choice for it, as you see more audience laughter. With Hikaru going, it's a bizarre atmosphere. She's speaking in a way that accentuates the story so keenly the performer fades away. It's what she showed in the Karaku Cup, the disappearing stage. She's like trembling. She's like, she's back, the one who utterly destroyed me, the overwhelming version of Akane Arakawa. And Karashi's like, basically, and he thinks back to, I can't remember Glasses Bro's name, going, I saw only a performer and none of the story registered. It's like, it's the opposite of that. No forced laughs. By removing the performer's ego, she makes the audience dive deeper into the world of the story. This is the truth behind the disappearing stage. But that alone can't explain the mood in the audience. There must be something different from the Karaku Cup. She's evolving. So what is it? And he's just like furiously tapping his hands. He's like, how did she change to turn out this way? And he's like, damn it, I don't get it at all. And you see Akane like laser focused with, yes, the secret to becoming rich. Come out into the backyard. It's like, what? You want a light because you're not wearing any footwear? There's a rock right at your feet, don't you see it? Feel free to pick it up and smash yourself right between the eyes with it. It's like, what, are you kidding? If I do that, I'm going to see stars. It's like, you can use that starlight to see by. It's like, oh dear, you can't be serious. And you see Ikan batching the performance going, she didn't Christ, man. She didn't insist upon herself, but matched the energy of the audience. Pitch-perfect depictions that guide you without resistance into the world of the imagination. A state of dreamy reverie. It goes even deeper than sinking into the story. It frees you from your earthly concerns and gives you the delight of immersion. An invitation into the story's world. In that sense alone, she stands at the level of an Okanban. The auditorium exists within Akane Arakawa's creation. An environment of peace and tranquility. And you see at the solo show with Green Room 1, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to see stars. And you can use the starlight to steer by. Oh dear, you can't be serious. And in the back, you see Isho just watching this as he grins. I don't know, man. I guess quick thoughts on the chapter. I don't know, nothing really has changed my opinion on this from the last time I talked about this. Again, we're being kind of told from the reactions that we're seeing her rivals have to it. We're being told how amazing Akane is, like how much he's grown and changed and evolved, like how much better technique is growing, yada 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 yada. But again, we don't spend enough time actually going through the training with her, seeing the thought process and stuff like that. And a lot of this happens off screen. So it becomes kind of very muted when everyone's kind of just ranting and raving about how awesome she is, how great she is, like how phenomenal she is, like, oh my god, her performance is so great. But even though they're saying, like, talking about how immersed the audience in the story is within like the tale she's setting up and like everything she's doing, I don't feel like I'm immersed in the story the same way as a reader reading this and watching her, or like watching her performance. So I feel like in that regard, it really does fall flat when everyone's kind of trying to tell you how great she is and how much she's doing, rather than just kind of showing us the details of what makes her performance so good. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, again, I've talked about this before, how I realize that this is kind of like an inherent weakness of depicting Rakugo in this kind of format, is you're going to kind of miss out on some of the elements, so you won't really be able to get everything across. But again, it feels too hard, like they're trying to sell the myth of Akane Arakawa rather than like trying to showcase her as a person. And I feel like it's really, really falling flat in that regard. So let's see, like, I don't know, like, I also love Isho, but again, like, his appearance at the end of this chapter doesn't really do much for me either. So we'll see. I don't know, maybe I'll take another break from the series and see if things improve reading it in bulk, but I don't know, man. With all that said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned, read-throughs will also be out today, so look forward to that. And until next time, this is Ash. Talk to you all later.